guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. If you happen to land on this channel because you were looking for an unboxing of the Dior D-LITE handbag, I actually typically do makeup videos, but we're glad to have you here. Hope you stick around. I'll be unboxing a new Dior bag today, and I'll also be showing footage of me in the store trying on different handbags because I was trying to decide between the Dior D-LITE or the actually very new Dior DJoy. The Joy bag came out 2 seasons ago. I think last fall is what the store manager was telling me. So I definitely took my time to try. I was seriously considering that bag as well. And for those of you who have been following my channel, welcome back. I do have a personal announcement to make, and I think you'll see it right in the footage, but we are actually expecting, and it's been a long time coming to make this video or some kind of announcement video. I've been racking my brain on how to make the announcement, but well, this happened. The handbag happened, and because of the footage, I think it's pretty obvious. So I think it's just perfect timing. So we are expecting. It is also the reason why in December and January I was really light with my video uploads, because in my first trimester, I was completely exhausted. And then over the holidays, I also got COVID. So being in the first trimester, getting COVID, I was basically in bed most of the time. So that's why I was missing for some time. And I am so happy that I can finally share this news with you guys. Well, let's get on to the unboxing of the bag. As you guys saw in the title of the video, it is going to be the Dior D-LITE handbag, and specifically, it's going to be in the Bois de Rose Cannage in Borderie. I am so excited. I had been looking for another luxury handbag for over a year, and we finally landed here. So let me unbox that, and we will talk some more. Before I unravel this ribbon here, I do want to point out that the texture on the box with this pebble is basically the same as the boxes the makeup comes in when you order from Dior.com. So I have a bunch of makeup boxes that I've gotten over the years. I don't keep all of them, just some of them. And actually, even more recently, I tend to just ask for simplified packaging because I don't need this many boxes. But yeah, I just wanted to point it out. It's the same. And the ribbon themselves are actually very similar. The difference would be these are just wider to fit with the larger boxes. And you guys might notice because of the white, how it reflects, I apologize for that. It's just the lighting in this room is nice and has a lot of ambience, but it's not exactly great for filming, especially if you have a lot of like white. So if it's reflecting, I do apologize, but when we have the bag out, it's not going to be so much of an issue. So here we go. I had a great experience at the store. The SA that I typically talk to, or the one that I was talking to, she was not in today, so she had her store manager help me out, and their names are both Anne, and they're excellent. The Annes are excellent. And then we have the dust bag. It did take her some time to finish with the wrapping, so I think she was hand folding these in the back. And so this is the dust bag. And this color, it's beautiful. And I will say, because again, I apologize for the lighting, it does look more of like a mauve-y tone, but it is a pink. Not quite a pastel pink, but it is a pink. And I love how she put this little ribbon here, so cute. And all of the Dior hardware, so the letters here spell out Dior, and they all come with this pouch to kind of protect it before it goes home with somebody. And a brand new bag will also have this plastic over the hardware, just an extra layer of protection. I will be unwrapping these, probably not on the video, but I will be unwrapping these. And you can count on, however, as you kind of take this bag around, there will be wear and tear just because they're gonna collide against each other as you take it with you, set it down. What I also love about this bag is, well, there's actually many, many things, but the number one thing that was really important for me is that because of the color, it's lighter, that there were legs. Studs at the bottom, so when you put the bag down, you're not, like, the surface is not gonna touch wherever you place it down. So I think that was important. That was like a criteria for me, and that there was structure to the bag. This, because it is canvas material and not leather, it doesn't quite have as much of a structure as the leather. I think this might have the ability to expand a little bit faster than its leather counterpart, but it still has quite a bit of structure, and there's quite a bit of room as well. And it says Christian Dior here, Paris in black, and I like that this is monochromatic, matches the rest of the bag, so it's not too loud with the brand name itself. And then on the back, you do have the ability to do a 5-letter custom embroidery. I mean, it doesn't have to be 5 letters, but you could do up till 5. And typically they'll do initials or nicknames within 5 letters. The store manager was telling me that there were some restrictions, like they're not going to put somebody's Instagram handle, for example, and I thought that was interesting. Like, I can see some people doing that if it fits within the 5-letter limit, but they're likely going to decline it, and they want something to be, you know, either similar to your name or just your initials. The other thing to note about this bag is that it comes with rose gold hardware. And I think that's pretty unique. I do think this bag, or in this color, was available previously with champagne hardware. But this version comes with the rose gold, and she was telling me that there are currently 26 available in the States, and that it's not part of the permanent collection, although it's hard to say if they'll bring it back. There was just kind of an assumption that they're not going to bring it back. It might come back in this color, but maybe different hardware at a different time. So let me show you the inside of the bag. So the handles go down like this, and then you have a flap. The flap is not magnetized, but it's very sturdy. And once you tuck it in, it's gonna stay like that until you flip it open. It also comes with matching embroidered straps. And as I'm talking, I'll have footage right here showing me modeling this bag in the store as I put the strap to use as a crossbody, and also as I'm just holding the bag using the top handle, and also holding the bag while the straps are present, just to show you the different ways you can wear it. And it has Christian Dior printed on one side, and the other side is the classic Cannage pattern. And you can choose how you want to display it. You can choose to show more of the brand name or a little bit more low key. So depending on your preference, the hardware is also matching with the rest of the bag as well. So let me clip this on. And when you clip this on, you'll realize that the handles kind of stay on top like this. They don't really flip out. The reason for that is you're clipping the straps in front of one of the handles, and then on the other side, the back, you're clipping it onto the back side of the handle. So this kind of ensures that both handles stand upright. If you're wondering if you could do it the other way around, where instead of clipping it in the front, you clip it on the back, yes, you can, but it's gonna look awkward because it's gonna splay out like this while you have your strap up, and it just doesn't look as good. So it is meant to be clipped on in this kind of position, and the handles are meant to stay like this. So inside of the bag, this is the inside, there is a nice zipper compartment. which is good to put, you know, if you didn't want to put your wallet in here, it's good to put some ID cards, maybe even Band-Aids, you know, something flat. It is not a huge space, although it is not completely attached to the bag. So I can actually pull out, it's like a flap. And then on the other side, there is a compartment here. And it's also, you know, small space, but it's good for, you know, things like cards. And then the bag does come with the authenticity card as well as booklet. So it has that. I do tend to keep these things within the bag itself because if I were to separate it, I'm really not sure, you know, over time where it's going to end up. So I guess I could put it in, I guess I could put it back in the box, but I'll just keep it here for now. And to show you what this bag could fit, I'm going to take my weekend purse. I actually don't take this to work. This is the Chanel reissue 2.55 in jumbo size. And I might actually in the future do a video on this bag. Just depends on, you know, the feedback on this. Those of you watching this channel for makeup, this might not be your thing, but if you're interested, I definitely could do a video on my Chanel bag. So I have here Louis Vuitton kind of zippy wallet. I could place that into Dior D-LITE. I also have hand sani and lipstick, which is pretty typical of my weekend things that I take out. And because it could fit my zippy wallet, which is quite big, it's gonna fit my iPhone 10 as well. So it's pretty sturdy, and because it's not leather, it doesn't quite have the same weight as the leather version of it. And the other thing I wanted to talk about is the other Dior bag I was seriously considering. It is the DJoy bag. The DJoy bag, I'll have some footage here of it, and me modeling the bag, is basically, in terms of width, is the same size as a medium lady bag. And I think the height is maybe half the height of a medium lady bag. But it is essentially a different spin, like a different take on the classic Lady Dior. It is gorgeous. The one I was looking at is the classic black color in Cannage with champagne hardware. So, I mean, when I thought I was going to get this one and I wasn't going to have much trouble deciding, but once I held on to the DJoy and just like seeing all the different ways you can hold on to it, you can carry it, I was having a really hard time. I think there was a good 30 minutes of me just being in front of the mirror, comparing the two, and then the store manager, who, I mean, she's great, just kind of going over the pros of each bag. I mean, she herself is a pro at just talking about these products and helping you try to make a decision. But that bag, DJoy, there's a top handle, so you can certainly carry it just as a top handle. It also comes with two different straps. One strap is for crossbody carrying, or even if you just wanted to have it over the shoulder like this. The other strap is actually a chain. I think the shoulder part is leather, but the two sides are these like chain links. And it matches, it's champagne, it matches the hardware, the rest of the hardware of the bag. So you could have it just over the shoulder, really cute. It comes up to about here. You can do the crossbody, but you can also do like a combination of carrying the bag with just the top handle and have the shoulder bag just dangling. Because it's a small bag, it just creates a different look. And I'll put a picture up here because I think that's how the model is holding it on the website, or maybe it's included in the footage. But anyways, I just love the idea. And I do like the classic Lady Dior bag, but the fact that this new take, the spin with the DJoy, is sort of like everything that I like about the Lady Dior bag and then some. I don't have a Lady Dior bag. I was actually really seriously considering one a couple years ago. My friend had wanted to sell hers and she asked me if I was interested, and I was really thinking about it, but was not, you know, it wasn't a time to get another luxury bag. So that opportunity had passed, and I didn't forget about the Lady bag. I think they just are so iconic, so classic. When the Dior exhibition came into town, was at the museum here, I went. It was the first time I've seen so many Lady Dior bags in like embroidery, beading with crystals, classic, in canvas, in leather, just showcased together. It was just so breathtaking. It was amazing. Any fashion fan, I mean, you don't have to be a Dior fan, but any just fashion fans, you would just, it was such a sight to behold. And they had these glass displays. The center of the display was featured a piece of like couture dress or outfit, and then on the background of that display was all these Dior accessories, and every single display had a Lady Dior bag that matched the color scheme and the theme of that particular display. I think there was like maybe 5 or 6 total. Amazing. It was just so amazing. But anyways, that was my impression of the Lady Dior bag, and that's why now, a few years later, I've gone back to get my first Dior bag. I am just so happy that I decided on this. It took a long time today to make a final decision, but I'm really happy. You might think, well, it's such a light color and it's also canvas. How are you going to, or how am I going to maintain this? I think it's good to know that you're gonna have wear on the handle, just from, you know, lotion, hand cream, heat, holding this. There's gonna be, and even now, let me see if I can find a little thread. She might have actually trimmed it for me. Oh no, it's right here. So can you see this thread here? It just comes with a territory of canvas. So I think that's, you know, important to note, especially if you're interested in this bag. You're gonna have these kind of pop up over time. And of course you can cut them, which is what I'm gonna do. I do recommend doing that. But if it falls apart, and knock on wood, you can take it back and they will repair it for you. So, you know, if this were to be really obviously coming apart, so that's good to know. And if it was the leather version of any of these bags, and it was, maybe something was spilled on it and you couldn't get it off yourself, you can certainly take it back to them and they will help you out that way. So it was good to know. If I think I really need to be careful if I was wearing jeans and I'm gonna wear this as a crossbody, or even as I'm holding it, I definitely don't want to have the bag rub against the jeans. So that's something I need to be conscious about. Although, given that I'm expecting over the next couple of months, I don't have any jeans that fit at this time. So I don't have to worry about the jeans, but if I do have some, you know, clothing that might have color transfer or that's a risk, I definitely want to keep that in mind. And I'm thinking tomorrow when I go out and use this bag for the first time, I think what I'm going to do is include the strap, this crossbody strap, and just hold it in the with the handle. I think I do like that kind of in-between casual look, but the fact that it's a handle. You could also put your arm through the handle, so it is big enough, but it does not go onto the shoulder, in case you were curious. Well, that is my unboxing of the Dior D-LITE bag in Bois de Rose Cannage embroidery. If you're new to the channel, welcome again. Consider subscribing, giving this video a thumbs up, and ring the bell to get notified every time new content is released. I do a lot of luxury makeup reviews. For those of you who have been following the channel, if this is content that is interesting to you, let me know below. I can definitely do more luxury bag related content in the future. I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye.